Hello everyone, how's it going? I'm back with our message needed here right now. Let's hop right into it and find out what message your angels have for you today. From the jump, I am hearing that there is quite a few amount of people who are living in fear because of the things that they said about you, because of things they did to you. I feel like at first these people may have thought that they've gotten away with it. Even if their plans were unsuccessful, they may have seemed to have no consequences for even trying you. But I do feel like a lot of this bad karma is building up with these individuals. And I always say this, if you're new here, welcome. You guys are my light workers, you are my healers, and a lot of times you will attract a lot of narcissistic, low vibrational, unhealed, whatever you want to call it, type of people. Because you guys are a light in a dark space, people want to be like you, but also you have a genuine energy, so it draws in people who think that they could use and abuse you. But at the end of the day, you are very divinely protected, and a lot of you guys, although you are kind, you're also very strong, and you have learned to protect yourself, learn to protect your boundaries, and a lot of you are excellent spiritual workers as well. Like, your prayer game is on point, you know how to reverse energy, so eventually these things are going to catch up to these people. Some of you guys don't really wish to reverse energy or wish harm on anybody, but I do feel like you are people who are divinely protected. So if God, your angels, your spiritual team, your ancestors, whatever, feel like they want to put justice on these individuals, they're going to do that. That's exactly what's happening. I'm really hearing that, like, pissed off the wrong person. And I feel like this is something about, like, you guys having an ancestor or even God, your angels. Somebody here is really pissed at somebody, and they're shaking in their boots right now because they really tried you. And I do feel for a lot of you guys, this is actually somebody who tried to do some kind of spiritual work on you. And I do feel like this is somebody who is now living in fear. And I feel as well that, like, yeah, I'm really getting this energy of somebody, like, shaking, like, scared, like, at night, because all the dark things they try to turn onto you is coming back to them. I'm also hearing as well, like, again, this is for people who resonate with the fact that someone's doing spiritual work on you. A lot of times people think they're big, bad, and powerful when they work with, like, low vibrational spirits. But if those energies are not getting what they want from that person, guess who they turn on? They have no loyalty. They just have loyalty to darkness and chaos. And so if they're not getting that fix from you or from people around you, they're going to come back to that source of person who sent it to them, if that makes sense, or send it to you, if that makes sense. And I also feel as well that some people are messing with energies or magic that it's not even of, like, their culture, or yeah, that's what I'm hearing as well. Or they're doing it improperly. I just feel, again, that, like, there could have been somebody doing spiritual work on you. For some of you, someone went to some sort of spiritual worker, and that spiritual worker and this person now are scared. I don't know. Something's going on here, and you were completely unaware about it. But God, your angels, your spiritual team is making sure these people are having nightmares and knowing exactly why they're in the position that they're in, not only because of you, so that they don't hurt others in this way. I always tell you guys this too, you're not the only ones that these people go about hurting. I just feel like you're that person that comes in and makes that impact. And there are certain people that you may feel like you barely know, but for whatever reason, they have it out for you, but it's because of your light. And I also feel, again, that some of you guys, because of your big purposes, there are assignments that kind of take you guys off your path or distract you. And I do feel that none of these people are going to be successful. And I do feel there's certain time periods where you may feel like you're heavily attacked and you're not protected, but all these situations cause you guys to get stronger. I always say this, but it's like your spiritual protection is also like a muscle. Like, your prayer game is like a muscle. You got to strengthen it, strengthen your connection with God, your angels. And even when you guys feel lost in the dark, just know that you're not, because you never gave into the dark, you never work with the dark, you're just trying to protect yourself from it. And these people who work with dark energies, they're just not well. Like, I just have to say, they're not well. To me, it's illogical to want to work with something that makes no sense, but it takes a lot of courage and it takes a lot of strength to surrender to God, to surrender to the right path for you, the higher path. And I feel like a lot of you guys out there, you don't really see any other path but the higher road, and you're sick of taking the higher road. And it's funny because a lot of you guys out there, your version of your villain era is just saying no, it's just protecting yourself, it's just defending yourself. And let me tell you guys, when you defend yourself, you truly are badass. And I do feel, again, that some of you did implement your own type of justice or your own self-defense or your own standing up for yourself. But I really feel like nothing could really measure up to the amount of energy that a lot of these people put into, like, taking you down, and they just exhausted themselves. And every single ounce of energy they put into taking you down is turning back on them. But not only that, that's energy they could have used to just work on themselves. And that's the thing that's so crazy about all of this. Like, I feel like you guys did exert a lot of energy at certain points of your life defending yourself. And a lot of times these are people that you barely know, or it's people that you call close friends, or people that you were close to at some point. And, like, I can't even say the word friends right, because, like, with friends like that, who needs enemies, right? But I really feel like people are attracted to you, and then they want to be like you, and then they're completely overtaken by darkness because they're envious of the fact that you have this light to you. It's like what they're attracted to you for is also what they're envious about. And you guys always got to be careful with who you surround yourself with. And at times in your life, your path is going to look like letting people go, and people are going to fall off your path. People are going to come back on your path. People are going to try to be back in your life. People are going to disappear off the face of the earth like they're on a different timeline. Like, there are time periods in my life where I run into the same people, and there are people that live in the same town as me, but I've never seen them again. And that's when I know it's like, okay, yeah, the story is over. You're not meant to be around me. So I feel that whatever challenge you're going through, you can get over it. You can get through it. But there's just an energy here about these past people who may have mentally, emotionally scarred you, but you may have moved on from the situation, and you're just like thinking like, how can these people just go on and live their life? Believe me, they weren't right to begin with and do what they did, but they're definitely not right now. I feel some of these people, especially if they were jealous of some sort of work success or your spiritual gifts or whatever, like they may have had some success in that area, but like all that was taken away from them. Like, I'm actually hearing that like a lot of these people, like their spiritual energy or their spiritual gifts were taken from them. And I also feel as well, for some of the people out there, I hate to get deep and dark with this, but it's like, I really feel like spiritual gifts really come from like your blessings, like God, you know, maybe your ancestry, whatever. But there's a lot of times where I do feel like spiritual gifts come from the dark, like people are working with dark things, and that's kind of where the energy comes from. The power's not actually coming from within them. So as soon as these energies like turn on them or leave them, or even if these energies in their life like that have no match for the protection you have, like they lose their power, they lose their spark. And it's like, of course, sometimes like if like say it's like the same thing about like, I feel like, how do I describe this? It's like, yeah, of course sometimes things can affect you, but when you were made aware of this energy coming at you, some of you guys, like, you're aware of energies attacking you, but you don't know where it's coming from. You don't care. You just kind of get your rest, get your cleansing going, get your prayer, get your core cutting. You're like, okay, let's level up, you know, and you keep it moving. Like, these people get weird and obsessive. Like, there's also an energy here where like I do feel that these people feel like they're being spiritually attacked, but they're actually just being like turned on by the energies they sent on you. And some of you guys did do like reversals, prayers or spells or whatever. I know some people are against that, but to me, I think there's something wrong with like, for me, I always pray like if God can transmute it, or God can make the energies appear or send it back if need be. Like, you know, it's like sometimes a lot of energy is being thrown at us, so it's like not our say to, or our, sometimes we really don't have the energy to transmute all of it, you know. So it's like for people to say to send something back to somebody that they send to you is bad, is beyond me, you know. I always feel like, okay, you know, give it to God, whatever God, my angels like want to do with this energy, do that. But I'm going to do with my power, my core cutting, my cleansing, my spiritual baths, my grounding, whatever it is that I need to be doing. And it's like interesting how like people may want to say whatever it is about you guys, but the thing is that like there's just so much energy that's putting into working on yourself, prayer, and protecting yourself. If you guys are a lot like myself, I have to say, you're my collective, so you understand this. Like, don't you kind of wish sometimes like it just wasn't like this, that you're not always feeling this energy? But I feel that a lot of you guys are headed towards a breakthrough, or you're feeling a lot better, or some of the things that you suffered with in the past are beyond you now. And I do feel that you may have even forgotten about some of these people, because you're like, okay, defeat another villain on to the next level. But it doesn't mean these people are not shaking in fear. And you may have said or done something that made somebody aware that you knew they were doing something to you, because you just moved in silence. But there's something that you did. I really feel like, whether it was like you saw like their profile pop up and you just blocked them out of the blue, like, I don't know, it's something really weird going on here, where I feel that there's some kind of awareness that this person has gotten that you're not to be messed with. I do feel for a lot of you who are not even dealing with these people or thinking about them, it's more of a spiritual thing, where like it's like your spiritual team, whatever it is that you guys consider. But I know a lot of you guys, you know, you just like to work with higher energy. So it's like whatever you consider your protection here is having your back and didn't forget. And I do feel like, you know, you guys don't want to take vengeance in your own hands, because I really feel that a lot of times things are gray and it's hard to kind of like put justice, like, because there are certain things that like, I really feel like for a lot of these people, the justice that they're going to receive is probably a worse thing that you would even do to them, because it's not just about you, it's about all these other people that they hurt, or all these other people they affected. So we'll look into it a little bit more and see like what's going on here. Conflicts with others caused by opposing opinions. Walk away from drama, situations worth your time. Then stand up for yourself. Very ambitious people. I feel like you guys always had an element of ambition to you. And I do feel like that is something that a lot of people lack. Like, people sometimes, yes, you guys are very divinely protected. You're very blessed, but there's also an energy here of like, okay, I'm going to make this happen. Okay, I'm going to survive. Okay, I'm going to take care of my family. Okay, I'm going to make sure that I'm improving myself. Okay, I'm going to strengthen my connection with God. Like there's an active choice and free will that you're always making every single day to be ambitious, to be the person that you are. And I think a lot of people don't understand that. They don't see that behind the scenes. They don't see that all the times you fail. Like they only see you guys shining or standing up for yourself. Another thing too as well is that I do feel a lot of situations you guys have felt backed into a corner or felt like people are coming at you. So of course you're going to unleash your power like to protect yourself. And I think a lot of times people are quite shook at this amount of power and energy you have. I do say this too, that my light workers, my healers, you guys have so much power within you, but from a young age people sense that in you and try to dim it from you, try to take it from you, try to gaslight you into not believing it. Like, and now you're realizing you have all this power. A lot of you guys are actually afraid of your own power and you've dimmed it to make other people happy. So you are only working with your full 20% capacity when you reach 50 or 70%, like, you know, a lot of times you don't even want to unleash all this energy onto people, all this power that you have. But the thing is that like these people who are dealing with you were around you. I feel like you could have been dealing with other things at the time, so your focus wasn't completely on protecting yourself from them or whatever. It seems that they have misjudged your power because they don't see you operating at your full percentage. And I feel a lot of you guys just go into like your Super Saiyan mode, like for lack of a better term, like when you feel threatened or when someone around you is threatened or when you really need it. So your powers really only sometimes come out when it's necessary. And I feel that, yeah, you guys like may have felt like people have taken that spark from you, but sometimes people just trigger you into the transformation that you're going to go through to come out even stronger, to come out even wiser. So this is what I'm seeing. Got Virgo and Libra. Some of you guys may have been dealing with a Virgo or a Libra, or you have Virgo or Libra in your chart. And I feel like, you know, so like these energies really do give me like some of like the signs that are kind of known to overgive, or yeah, I kind of sense that some of you guys are someone who always tries to be fair or balance out energies. And the thing about the Libra energy is like, I feel like it's like people expect you to always go with the flow, easy a certain way, but it's like if someone keeps tipping your scale the other way and throwing you off balance, I see you guys throwing that energy like back at these people or matching their energy. And I really feel like a lot of people are shook at that. Like you match people's energy, and that's kind of it. If people were putting so much attention and energy into what was coming at you in this physical world or spiritually, well, you tip the scales right back at them. And now they're receiving all this energy back at themselves. And I'm telling you right now, like every single time someone has done something against you and it seemed to be successful, it somehow transmuted you into more success, more money, looking better, just some kind of like change you needed to make. I even feel like some of you guys, like people may have actually bullied you online or said or did things, and you're like, you know what? Okay, yeah, I'll work on myself then. That's what you think of me? Or you just prove people wrong, one or the other. But I sense that like even some people who try to use some sort of constructive criticism to bring you down and they mask it as caring about you, you're like, okay, cool, you tried it that way. And if it worked, okay, cool, thanks, you know. But if it didn't work, you're like, all right, well, I tried what you said, didn't work, but hey, thanks for the advice. You made me smarter, you made me wiser, right? And now all of a sudden you're realizing who really is your op, you know. And some of you guys, it's just, you know, you notice sometimes there's an upsurgence of negativity being thrown at you, and now you just know to not give it any time of day. Go into your hermit shell, pray, core cut, cleanse. You know, there's a whole method to it. Like because of all the things that people have done and said to you, like you become this person who's just really able to pick and choose your battles. And the thing is that like there's so many battles you guys picked and chose to walk away from, but it doesn't mean that God, your angels, your spiritual team chose to do that. They're like, okay, yeah, we'll take care of this. Like there's a confidence here in knowing that God will take care of it, but there's a confidence here in knowing that if you need to say or do something, you'll do it. You know, like if you need to stand up for somebody, you'll do it. If you need to stand up for yourself, you'll do it. And honestly, I think both sides people are scared of now, because I think people have pushed you spiritually and I think people have pushed you in this reality, and you're like, okay, enough is enough. And it's some of you guys have went completely hermit, completely silent, and that scares people even more, because it's like they don't have your energy to even toy with anymore. They don't have your energy to even like drain, you know, essentially. I always say this when you're going back and forth with people, like they sometimes want your energy even when it's negative, even when it's bad. So that's why like I feel like you guys choose to always take the high road and move away from certain people and situations. Like you don't pray for like these people to get revenge, you just pray for the people to be out of your life and stop bothering you, right? So you're in this new beginning in your life. I just want to say this. And as you go through this new beginning of blessings, it ain't looking too good for some other people. And I'm hearing especially if they involve spiritual work and what they were doing. I'm hearing you dominate that realm. So how the hell are they going to come in there and try to... It's really funny because a lot of you guys do have past lives as spiritual workers of all different kinds, cultures, like whatever. My people out there, I feel like you guys, again, you're my collective, so a lot of you guys do have a mix of different knowledges, and you respect different traditions and stuff. Like you know the importance of just like not trying to act like you know it all, or that you know, like you're the one that's chosen and no one else knows what they're talking about. You're very fair-minded, and I feel like that's why like you do have people that come in your life, and you, no matter where they're at in life, you don't judge them. And a lot of guys do see gifts and skills and potential, and you even try to help certain people, and they use the things you teach them against you. And that's kind of crazy, but like, why would they do that? Like, if they truly believe in God, or they truly believed in spirituality, or they truly believed in karma, it's like, why would you do that? But I get it, because there is a whole world of spirituality that is like completely narcissistic, that you are God, this is your reality, you can bend people to your will. Like, there's people who believe that like you know, you can use dark magic, that working with demons, there's a lot of it, and I see it out there, especially on TikTok or places where like information just gets spread and people just run with it. Like, and again, you know, I'm the one person, I can't even talk right now. You see my words not coming out, because I'm a person that like will talk about these things and then like, you know, sometimes get the backlash too, but I don't care, because it's like, I don't fear anybody, I don't fear anything, like, really, because I know that God's got my back, and that's it, you know. And sometimes, yeah, like, you guys can experience this too. It's not that you're afraid, you just know there's a better time to talk about things when you're at the right level of strength. Like, I do feel you guys could be in a hermit period right now, and I'm hearing one song with Cardi B, it's like old, but she says, just because I've been on the road doesn't mean I've been on the run. Like, I'm hearing that because I hear like some of you guys are just working on yourself, or you're traveling, or you're going inward, or doing inner work, or you're on hermit mode, and people think that you are just hiding or you're giving up, but it's never that. It's that your spiritual journey just has taken a different route, and this makes people even more mad that they don't have access to the old you, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and you've reached a new vibration where those low vibrational energies don't even get to you anymore, or you've healed so much that like the little triggers that used to set you off don't even anymore. And that's what the dark energy does. It plays with your fears, it plays with your mentality, it plays with your insecurities, and you guys have gotten so strong that you see things for what they are. That's why I always say that like spirituality and mental health, like, those are not like a substitute for each other. Like, I think it's important to work on your mental health in this reality, whether it's therapy, whether it's doing inner work, journaling, whatever, right? And then spirituality. But there's a whole good amount of people here who don't believe in that, who just think that they're kind of delusional, and they don't realize you have to be grounded in this physical reality and also being spiritual. So a lot of times, unfortunately, these people have convinced themselves that you're the bad person, that they're right for what they're doing, that God's got their back. But clearly that's not the case, because they wouldn't be living in such anger towards anybody if they were at peace with the fact that God has got their back. Because again, we go through periods into life where we're being tested, we're being questioned. I've told you guys this, but I've been reading the Bible, and it's like every single person who has been selected by God in one way or another has gone through a period of isolation, a period of not being understood by people, a period of being questioned, like their faith being questioned, and just being, just feeling like, okay, well, God has my back, I have to have faith in this. But nowhere are these people gonna retaliate against others, like, because of that fear. And I feel like a lot of these people get fear in their life, and they start retaliating, and it's just a mess. So I feel like, again, like, when your guys' fear is up, you pray and you defend your energy. That's it. You don't go attacking random people. So if people want to say whatever about you, whatever, right? Because, like, honestly, yeah, people could talk, but I'm also hearing that, like, literally there could have been some gossip going on about you, or someone was talking bad about you or whatever. And words have energy to them. Words could be like spells too. So it's like, you know, I feel a lot of you guys are just praying away all those energies of what people say about you, so it doesn't affect your energy field at all. But again, there was a situation where some people are talking about each other, and then something could have like tipped over or fell or broke around them, and they got like a warning to not talk about you. Like, it was like crazy, and they're like, oh crap. Like, they were just silent. Like, there's these two people, and one person was talking about you, and I feel like the other person was just like listening or whatever, you know. And then and this is our people that may have talked about you a lot, or one person talks about you a lot to the other, and I could look into it a little bit more, but it feels like something like happened in that moment while that person brought up your name that silenced them, and these people were just sitting in silence, like staring at each other, like not knowing what to do because they were scared, you know? And it's crazy because it's like sometimes like things happen and people are like, oh, like they don't know if the energy is like good or bad or warning them, whatever. But I feel like, again, like these people just are like shook, because it's like they don't know what forces are working behind you, but it spooked the heck out of them, whatever happened. Like, something crashed or broke when somebody was talking about you, and it wasn't subtle either. And it could have been like something like they were talking about you saying, oh, they think they're all that. They think you're so strong and powerful. They think they're so spiritual. They think that, da-da-da. And then something broke out. And then they were speechless. These people were speechless. Like, that's kind of what I'm saying. So, yeah. God's got your back. Your angels got your back, you know. That's it. Let's see. News of exciting opportunities. Yeah. There's so many great things going on. So, I hate to focus on this energy, but it's just one thing you need to know, because again, sometimes you will feel it, like these people's energies back in your field, a little disturbed, a little anxious, like and they could be like kind of like they're trying to gain some access back to you, or some of you guys, again, you dealt with people who are into spirituality, so they're trying to read cards about you, trying to figure you out, trying to like put their finger on it, but it's like you're elevating so fast that like that energy, you can just let it brush off your shoulders. I'm gonna kick back dirt up your shoulders again. Yeah, negative thoughts manifesting into challenges, fear surrounding money, reach out to others for assistance. Yeah. I feel like all these people negativity is like manifesting in their life. And again, you know, they want to blame you for it for whatever reasons, but it's like their own fault that they came against you, basically. I'm seeing right now, like a lot of you, like especially because you're so empathetic and kind, like if you were to see what like God had planned for these people, like you would be like, dang, like the punishment doesn't fit the crime. Like it does though, because again, a lot of you guys would go so much harder for somebody you love than you would go for yourself as far as defense goes. And that's kind of energy that like God and your angels have for you. Like they'll go hard for you, like for sure. But sometimes again, you're caught in a certain situation so that you can wise up, so that you can strengthen up, like you use it to your benefit. So yes, these people have this appearance that whatever they throw at you, it works in your favor. But the truth is that you're also a transmuter, an ambitious person that's like, okay, when life gives you lemons, you make lemon, like you make something out of it, right? Like if you got a challenge, you're like, okay, nothing that I can't overcome with God and my angels. And there's so many times in life where you thought life was just hitting you random challenges, or God was testing you in little ways, but some of this could have been retaliation energetically from other people, but it didn't matter to you because you're like, okay, I'll make something out of this. I'll use this to drive myself. I'll use this for teaching myself. I'll use this to strengthen myself. Okay, I'll just go back and hermit, come back stronger. Like, again, nothing can ever be used against you when your mentality is strong, when your mental health is strong, when you, even at times when you guys were feeling mentally attacked or not your best, like your strength is in you guys just realizing all you have to do is get through this situation and be strong and keep going, and everything will be okay. Like, you don't let anybody defeat you. And I do feel you've been in a period of change and new beginnings. Failure to recognize magical opportunity. Yeah. Discontentment and boredom, lost in your own world, wake up. Like, I feel like these are all these people that have done these things to you guys. Like, you know, maybe there are time periods where you guys have felt this way, and you just keep praying and manifesting yourself out of it. Like, the reason why you're so heavily attacked is because you are so blessed. Your life is like something a lot of people would, and it doesn't make sense to a lot of you guys. I get that, but a lot of people do envy a lot of the things that you embody. With the star card here, your natural star, have faith in the future, dreams come through, positive changes that bring an end to challenging time, the light at the end of the tunnel. I feel like if you guys still feel like you're going through some sort of attack or energetic time period of change, or just your own dark night, or whatever it is you're going through, I do feel that you're going to be coming out of it. And there's so many magical opportunities coming through for you guys. Childish behavior deserves discipline. Yeah, I feel like, again, like, you realize that a lot of people just are acting a certain way because they're childish, like, you know? And that's why a lot of you can just look at these people with loving eyes and forgive them, even though they've done horrible things to you. But, I mean, it's their time to get karma. That's it. Like, everything you put in the world, you get back. And I feel that a lot of people just don't understand that. The number 3 could be significant as well. I'm seeing 333. Also, if you guys are on my Patreon, maybe a pile number 3 and like one of my piles over there, it resonates with you guys, or that could be a synchronicity for somebody. Somebody might see the number 333, 313, or 1333 later today. I will try harder if you pull back your energy. Yeah, I feel like this is kind of a sign too that you guys have to extremely pull back your energy. So a lot of these energies are trying really hard to like gain access to you, but it's just not working. God promoted you. Okay, we love that. And I just sneezed, so it's like I really feel like you're expelling a lot of energy right now. One thing I want to say too is that people that, like, a lot of times you guys have soulmate connections or people in your life that you feel like are meant to be there, but God does test these people, and if they fail, they have to come off your path. And I feel that, you know, you could experience that a lot too. You are highly favored, well, we know that, you know. This friend slash person was blocking opportunities. Demoted, yeah. I feel like sometimes, like, you guys are getting promoted and people around you get demoted because of the way that they act. Like, they get tested when a blessing comes. Are they truly happy for you? Like, I get, like, a lot of people deal with their own low vibrational emotions. Even you guys deal with that. It's like, I really feel that we all have dark sides to us. So I feel for some people in your life, like, if something that bothers them that happens around you or you get a blessing, like, I really feel like, basically they get tested and it feels like they can make a choice. Like, okay, I'm a little bit upset, you know, that things are not happening for me around, but I'm really happy for my friend. And you know, I'm going to keep doing the right things. And I know blessings to come from me too. You know, I know God will give me my time. But then there's people that are like, oh, why them and not me? Oh, they're taking from me. Oh, they think they're so great. And right? They could choose how they react to this negative emotion. And that's the thing. Like, I feel like so much is free will. And that's why we should not give excuses. Obviously, we should give chances to people that make mistakes and are genuine, but I feel like there's a lot of times where forgiveness just isn't the key at certain points. Well, you can forgive them, but not to have them in your life anymore, you know? So I feel like, again, we got the Evil Wish from my Halloween digital deck. I have that on Patreon too if you guys want to download that. Okay, so can't believe, again, my readings are timeless, but something could be happening around Halloween or something happened around Halloween last year that's significant to you guys, or a Halloween time period, a fall time period could be significant. Running away to avoid accountability. Yeah, it's crazy that somebody can put all this energy on you. Maybe you guys know somebody who looks like this too. Somebody can put all this energy on you and like, then like try to run away and avoid accountability. Like, you can't, just because someone's not in your life anymore either, doesn't mean that you're not gonna, like, accountability is not gonna happen. 444-412-404. Your growth is inspiring. And a lot of people can see your growth and your changes that you're making as inspirational. But you must have had a friend here that was blocking opportunities. And I do feel for a lot of you, you saw that with your eyes. But I do feel for a lot of you guys, it was energetically. So you just felt like things were moving weird or funny, or chaos would happen around this person, or like you just sense it. And so like when you guys sense it, you move away from it. Head over heels. Going to the dark side and never looking back. You're about to make it rain. You were right about them, right? I feel like some of you may feel like this time period there's been like kind of like not so quick results on the things you've been working on, and none of that is because of like a spiritual attack or anything like that. I actually just feel like it's just more about you guys going through a rest or transformation period. Yeah, I also feel like there's a lot of people here who actually like want to be on your good side, or are a follower or a fan of yours, or respect you, or like they could have questioned you at certain points because of other people, what they were saying and doing against you. But I really feel like a lot of things are turning in your favor right now. I find it hard to look away from you. Not easy to replace. You never make time for me. You are right. Soul sucker. Okay, yeah. I feel like somebody here is dealing with some sort of third party energy that may have attacked you, and now they're kind of seeing it. There are people who want to date you so badly. Can you see it? Jealous friend. Yeah, a friend that was jealous that a lot of people want to date you, get to know you, be around you. And yeah, a lot of that's because you guys worked on yourself inside and out. Like, I really feel like you have an attractive energy. There's so many times you guys may have been attracted to somebody, and their energy, the way they carry themselves, the way they talk about people, the way they act, like pushed you away, right? Like, there's like physical attraction can only go so far. Like, even for me, like I really don't like, I don't want to say I don't care, like everyone cares at some point about like physical attractiveness, of course, like, but I just mean like it's not a priority. Like, the outside is gonna shine if the inside shines in my eyes, you know? So I feel like somebody here could have been jealous of the fact that people want to date you, go outside, get some fresh air. Some people need to touch some grass. I'm hearing somebody here is chronically online too. Like, you could have had somebody hate on you online. Time to let that MFer go. Yeah. I also feel as well, and again, some of you guys are new here, so like there are certain things that I try to look out for, and I do feel if you guys had a friend or a certain person in your life who couldn't get over the same individual, the same things over and over again, always complaining about the same things, always doing the same things, like they can't let go, that's a good indication that like there's certain things in their life that they have a hard time forgiving and moving on from. So sometimes like that energy can be put on you too as well, or somebody has an obsession with like some sort of energy in their life that they're dating that doesn't want them, but like at the same time they're not appreciating your friendship or what you bring to the table or how you're trying to help them or elevate them out of it. The reason why I'm saying this is because there's somebody here who like couldn't let somebody or something go in their life and it dragged them down, and you were just elevating, letting go. People could be jealous of the fact that you move on very quickly. I actually did a message about that, but in reality, I always say this too, like you guys, it's not that you don't hurt, it's not that you don't feel, it's not that it's not hard, it's that you know that there's something better on the other side of it, and you don't want to. I'm hearing that one song, I don't want to feel how I did last night. Yeah, so it's like you guys are like, I don't want to make people, I don't want to be around people that make me feel low, you know, like, and energetically you just can't handle it, and God will give you the strength to pull yourself out of situations. And these people don't get that blessing because they haven't even acknowledged the fact that they're the problem or the person around is the problem. They want to blame people like you for the things that are not going well in their life. Like, come on now. They are transforming. There's a purity in our connection. Things are getting real. Yeah, I do feel like somebody here is transforming. 222 is coming through as well because there is a purity in the connection, but I really feel like someone around them or an energy is around them, or we're steering them the wrong way, or I also feel like, yeah, you could have been turned off by a lot of this person's energy at certain points because of what they were carrying was like other things that like were imposed onto them by other people's ideas or this or that, right? So there's somebody here, there's a purity in this connection. Do what you love, recognition for the highest quality of work, especially creative endeavors, being paid well for your craft, working with others, an excellent reputation. Like at the end of the day, I feel like people can always say this about you. You guys care about your craft. You have a big heart. And there's an energy here of you guys just putting so much energy and fire into the things you love, the people you love, helping people, making a difference. And then when you're not in that mode, it's usually just a self-preservation, working on yourself, healing yourself. Like there really is no time wasted just sitting in animosity or gossip or wasting time. And it's like when you do things that you love, it's because you enjoy them. So if you are taking a break or having fun, you want to have fun. Like, you know, the joke is that like if it's not making you happy or not getting you paid, then what's the point of paying attention to it? And there's so many people that are so lost in like the wrong mentalities. And I guess at times we all can get lost, you know, I get that. I feel like even you guys have felt this way or do feel this way, but it's not your normal mode of being. Like you're like, this doesn't feel natural. I got to pull myself out of it. Like some of you guys could be dating or in relationships or family members or friends, spend a lot of time with them and their energy starts rubbing off on you. And you're like, listen, like, I'm not going to sit in this. I need to go like gain my energy and inspiration alone, you know, or by myself or around the right people. But yeah, I do feel there's somebody here who is like, they could have had a hater around them or low vibrational energies around them, but I really feel that like you are this emperor here who creates, who cares, who's independent. You are like the sun in a lot of people's lives. It doesn't matter if you're masculine or feminine, you embody this emperor energy. And it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, you got men and women that look up to you guys. And of course, people are going to be jealous of that. And I do sense here that you had a situation where someone that you were friends with, someone they were dating was jealous of you or the way people look up to you, the way people love you. Like you'll have third-party energies be your biggest haters because someone around them has a infatuation or obsession with you. And the crazy thing is sometimes it's even negative. Like maybe you have an ex that you guys ended or broke up, but so they get it with someone new and they're still focused on you, talking about you, even though it's negative. That's energy that they put into you. And so now this third party is hating on you or mad at you for existing. And it's because you got this BDE, and I was going to say it, like you guys just like, this is my throne, I'm sitting on it, I built it, I'm going to defend it, I'm happy with what I got. Like Nine of Pentacles is like, yeah, I have already contentment, happiness, independence. Like if you want to add a pentacle to my life, so be it, but I don't need it. I am the sun. I am the stars. Like I am what I need to be. I can shine on my own. Like I don't need anybody. I don't need anything. You're a rarity, you know, you don't need to take from anybody. So if people want to go and get into your energy field and be around you, so be it. The craziest thing I have to say, and some of you guys may experience this, like I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, but let me tell you, whenever I'm doing channeling or messaging or I'm being creative or I'm doing something for myself, like my phone blows up. It's like funny how like when you're in your own element, your own energy, you're doing something like productive for yourself, like dead energies are more attracted to you in that way. I'm not saying everybody who does that is wrong or bad, but I'm saying when you are in your own zone, when you're using your powers for good, when you're shining, when you're creative, whatever it is, you're like the sun, you shine. And I feel like when people take you out of that energy, then like they feel like, you know, they won something or did something, but all they did was take the sun out of their life and yours. Because I'm hearing that one song, Every Day It Will Rain. Yeah. I'm hearing also it'll take a whole lot of medication to realize what we used to have. We don't have it anymore. Yeah, I'm hearing that one song. There'll be no Yeah, so, something about sunshine if I lose you, something. Or, you know, sunshine, which I always hear that one too for you guys. But, like, it seems like you cannot be the sun in these people's skies, but, like, even if you are, like, the least they can do is appreciate it, right? Like, it's almost like you're the sun in people's skies, and they want to take, why would you want to take out the sun? Your only source of light. Like, I say this too, like, the job of a light worker and a healer is to sometimes reconnect people to their own sun inside of them, their own source, their own inspiration. But a lot of times people will never really have that connection to the divine that you do, or the gifts that you do. So you guys use that spark and you spread that light, and if people want to put out that spark, now everybody's sitting in dark. And yeah, some people will sink the ship if they can't be captain. But I feel like you're like, no more of this. Like, if I have to shine alone, I'm going to do it. If I could create on my own, I will do it. Like, you're busy working. Like, the thing is that, like, what I'm hearing is that you don't care. You don't notice. You don't give an F. Like, these people that hate on you, like, you don't even pay them any mind because you're, like, you're literally focused. It's only until, like, yeah, you have these people, you may care about them or dating them, or, yeah, somebody really makes themselves known. You're just like, dang. But you're at a place of peace and contentment. And I think that most of your hurt or disturbance is sadness or disappointment in others, not necessarily any other of these emotions that other people deal with, but just like serious like issues. The end of a situation that brings relief, sadness, the opportunity of new happiness, weight off your shoulders, the end of an addiction. Yeah, some of you guys, yeah, some of the things that were placed upon you, or energy placed upon you, like sometimes, like if you are in a connection with somebody who has like low vibrational issues, addiction problem, whatever, like some of that energy can become your own, or depression. So like you breaking free of a lot of people, or shining brighter, just stepping into your power more, like kind of just clears out a lot of that energy. And I feel that this is what you're going through. Like, you're transforming, and it's like you not only transformed with your own energy, but with energies of people trying to bring you down. This is why you're so powerful. And you guys will just, like, now you're just sitting down, getting logical, getting organized, and you're about to increase your success going through that door. Even if you have to go through it alone, it doesn't matter. Yeah, some of you guys, you did cut off some sort of situation or relationship. King of Swords. Yeah, you guys could have dealt with the air sign. And some of you guys, it could be someone from a long time ago. It takes a while. Just like you could be in relationships for a couple of years. It may take a couple months or years to heal. But I do feel you guys will heal with a... Sometimes you want to heal quicker than you're able to, but you'll actually heal quicker than most. With God's help, with this energy, you are a healer. People heal around you. So when you direct that energy towards yourself, I actually feel like when you guys are living in your purpose, you are spreading that light, you are performing or doing whatever you came here to do, you're also healing yourself while you heal others, or you are being a teacher or a mentor. Like, you guys are able to transform that energy while you are doing what God put you here to do. So some of you guys are in hermit mode or took a break. You're transforming. The Lovers, renewal. Yeah, I feel that somebody from the past here wants to renew their relationship with you, because like an energy of somebody else was this energy that it's funny because this person's witnessing somebody else get their karma, or have that realization that they messed with the wrong one. I can't believe you cut me off, because I feel like you guys will cut off people who, yeah, like a friend of an enemy is no friend of yours either, you know? An enemy of an enemy is no friend of yours either, you know what I mean? But I just feel like it's kind of like, what the hell? God is guiding me to you. Draining. Like, a lot of people intuitively know that God is guiding them to you, and it's up to them how they take or handle that information or energy, because sometimes God is guiding somebody to you so that you can be that information they need, or a little inspiration, a little boost, but you can't be someone's whole sun in their sky. And I feel like you have some energies here of somebody who want you to be their whole world, and they don't even mean harm on you, but they need to stop draining you and become their own light too. The whole idea is that people can emulate you in a positive way, as in like the things that you've done to become successful, to shine, your spiritual gifts, like they can, or your connection to God, your prayers, the things that you've learned, they can they can incorporate that in their own life, but it's like they sometimes are take too much, or expect you to do for them, and you guys will learn not to do that. You're much more powerful when you're shining your light and allowing people to learn at their own pace, and not letting people too close to you if they're going to take, allowing proper boundaries. Mad they couldn't have you, intelligent, feels right, but it is wrong. Yeah, I feel that like there's certain situations where people are just very lustful towards you, want to be around you, may even have good intentions, but they're not at your level, they're draining you. I think this energy here is somebody that was in that energy, and then on top of it, there could have been energies working against you around them, and you just couldn't have it. Like, and you guys are allowed to pick and choose who you want in your castle, in your empire, right? In your vision, in your goals, in your dreams, like your businesses, your ideas, and things that you came here to do. Those are your babies, and this is an end to you guys feeling guilty about not letting people into your own things, like. Even though these people would never have done the same for you anyway. Like, don't feel guilty saying no to people, walking away from people, telling people, this is not what I want in a relationship, this is not what I want for my vision. I need somebody who is equally yoked. I need somebody who, or at least somebody who will listen if you do want to take my leadership, but you can't have the time to, like, have somebody, because when you have somebody who's negative or low vibration, whatever it is, and we hate to categorize people, but it's like energies of people you constantly have to motivate or get out of their dark headspace. That's energy that you could be putting into your work. And even if it's not against you, that is taking from you too. And I think people need to realize that. They better come correct in the right energy or don't come at all. You are real. Third party stalker. I told you a lot of this hate is coming from third party people, which is funny because they thought behind the sidelines they could take you down or out or separate what you and somebody else had. And, you know, maybe they did drain this person or bring this person down energetically, but I feel like if they truly want to elevate, they will do that and come back to you at the right time. And I want to talk to you. Evil eye. He/she doesn't compete. Breaking a hex. You guys, you can't make this up. I feel like you guys are just breaking hexes and curses and all these things. And sometimes it's energetic. It's not always just like they're sitting in the room doing some whatever, you know. Sometimes there just is a lot of energy and focus on, oh, I hope they break up, I hope they end, or even words that someone is saying to somebody else against you, right? Like, we're breaking that today. You guys are breaking it every day with your prayers and with your elevation, and just focusing on shining your light and being yourself does that. But I know a lot of you guys have learned to really incorporate your own spiritual practices in God and everything that you do so that none of this really ever affects you. Yeah, I feel like right now you guys are in a mode of expanding, and there's somebody here who, like, a spell is kind of wearing off of them energetically, or they're growing and they're realizing that there was some evil eye here that made them do the wrong choice here, or they're actually learning something was done or spoken on purpose to separate you guys. Why aren't you posting? Yeah, some of you guys did go into hermit, or this person went into hermit. Bringing you up in conversation. I know it's been years. Some of you guys, it's been years. Love your art. People really do love and appreciate. I feel like you guys continue to post your art, your creations, yourself, whatever you feel inspired to do. Like, if some of you guys just don't feel like putting yourself out there like crazy, but whatever it is you're working on, put it out there. I'm not giving up. There's somebody here, you can see seeing these numbers too. 111, 101, 102, 1111, 1222. Somebody here is not giving up on their connection with you, and they're going to make that known. But it's really up to you guys and up to them if they're making the changes they need to be a part of your life. I feel like this is somebody here who does have good intentions, but they definitely have some things they need to work on, and they definitely have some interfering energy in their life. And the most difficult ones are the ones that are not to your face. Like a friend that's like, yeah, I'm so happy for you, bro. I'm so happy for you, sis. Like, I'm so happy you moved on. Da, da, da. But in reality, like, they're behind the scenes seething. Like, they can't even show, like, their happiness. So these people got to work on their intuition and their discernment and how they feel around these people. And also, if there's somebody that you have in your life and they really value you, they should take into account if you're feeling off or strange around someone else in their life too, you know? Yeah, you could be dealing with a water sign and an earth sign person. Yeah, I do feel like if someone did team up with somebody against you, like, they just manifested a whole lot of BS for themselves. Yeah, you guys, like, if people team up against you, you guys just Queen of Swords that stuff so quick and so fast. I'm seeing an earth sign and like a water sign person. Whoever was like working against you, they lost energy, they lost memento. You're shining like the sun right now. And I really feel like, just like you may have people who team up against you, like, you need to have people who team up and pray with you, who stay with you, who support you. And I feel like you guys are finding that and doing that. But the crazy part is, even when those people team up against you, they're still no match for you, because God, your angels have your back, and you're always spreading good and positivity. So there's really nothing to fear when God is on your side, right? And also, I feel like you guys have nothing to hide either. Like, people may have tried to retaliate against you, talk about you, bring up dirt about you, but your reputation is good. People like you. People respect you. Keep doing what you're doing. The good you do comes back to you. An unexpected inflow of abundance. Borrowing wisely, paying off debt. Sharing your wealth with the less fortunate. This is what you guys are known for. And I feel some of you guys could be in a vacation or meditation time period. You could be mentally exhausted right now from all you've gone through. So get more sleep and just see that things are going to flow to you easier. You don't need to always force like the next step. I feel like things are going to happen naturally. And I do feel like if you haven't gotten already, you are going to get the help and support that you deserve. But I also feel like sometimes you got to be in this meditation period, this wait period, while the right people, the right situations come in. You guys are still go getting, do what you need to do. But also there's certain people that need to realize certain things grow so that they could be a part of your life as well. So I feel like God is raising up people just like you've been risen up, you know, to be who you are. God is raising up people to be around you and support you too. And the most important part is clearing out these people who aren't rooting for you. And you'll know the difference. You'll feel the difference. And there's just situations that you knew these people were working against you. You knew, but you just had to let it go. And now their stuff's getting rocked. And guess what? There's no access to you. You can't help them. You're not going to. And yeah, somebody here is a toxic third party person who's just mad as hell that this person is going to try to come your way again. And people could be, some of you guys know that when you post, when you do things, these haters are looking for flaws, looking for things to say or about you, whatever. And I feel like just don't even pay them any mind, because they wouldn't even be watching you if you didn't have anything going on for you. They're all fans too. Are you single? If you're single right now, a lot of people are wanting to date you, be around you. So, that's what I'm seeing for you guys. Broken heart, nah, ego. You guys may have had an ex or past lover that claimed you broke their heart, but I just feel like you just broke their ego by just being out of this world. By being somebody who can elevate so quick and fast. Get on my level or get the F out of the way. I'm telling you guys right now, you don't break hearts, you break egos, because you have no problem allowing people part of your life, part of your journey, but it's like, you'll tell them, get out of my way. Like, if you're not here to help, if you're getting in the way of what God put me here to do, get out of my way. Like, that's what I'm seeing here. And yeah, there's somebody in the past here that was led astray, and now they're trying to work on themselves so that they can come back. So number 8 could be significant. And this person feels like basically like things have been dark ever since they did what they did. Maybe somebody encouraged them to cut you off, and it's not, their life has been confusion, lack of clarity, things have been going wrong, and they want to come back. That's what I'm seeing. This individual wants to come back. I saw, Virgo and Libra in the beginning. Those could be significant. We got Leo here, Leo placements, like being stubborn, not listening to you, listening to the wrong people. Where is that getting them? Nowhere. Like, they might as well go where the sun is shining, Even if it hurts their ego, they're realizing that it's where they're meant to be at. Third house, communication, interaction. You really the Gemini, Cancer energy. A lot of people, some of you guys embody some Lilith, some rebellious spirit. Like, people can say whatever about you, but you are doing good with the uniqueness that you brought onto this planet. So, yeah, I do hope you guys like that message. You guys are shining like the sun here. Some of you guys do have Leo in your chart, because I'm seeing a lot of that Aries. Continue to go. You're transforming right now, and it is shocking a lot of people. So I feel like energetically people can sense that. I've been mentioning that a lot in the past videos. And yeah, I feel like people will try to expose you or say things about you, but there's nothing to say. Like, you are exactly who you are behind closed doors. Like, if people actually listen to what you guys create or put out there, they'll see that. I feel like sometimes people are shocked, like, oh, you presented that you were such a caring person. Caring doesn't mean accepting whatever heck they throw at you. Caring also means that you're going to give them tough love, or tell the truth, or stand up for yourself. The hell, People just don't understand what a good, solid person is, a real person is, until sometimes they lose one. And I do see that could be going on with somebody here who wants to come back, and somebody here is going to tell you that somebody pulled them away from you. But I feel that if you've been dealing with this on and off as an individual for so long, you're like, I told you 6, 7, 8, 9 times. Like, if you're that weak-minded, then you don't deserve to be a part of my kingdom. Like, that's it. Like, and that's a lesson for them to learn too. You're going to have to reject people sometimes who have good intentions but are weak-minded, because being on a spiritual path requires mental strength, mental wellness, and some people are just not mentally built for a strong spiritual path, and that's okay. They can go back to just the mediocre, the average, like whatever. I hate to say it like that, but it's like the truth. Like, you had your chance, to rise up, and you couldn't do it. And like that, depends on your situation. There are going to be people that come back correct. Don't get me wrong, but to the devil here, and then we have Yeah. I feel like you guys are in a period where you're not allowing this energies to drain you, to distract you. Queen of Wands, yeah. Yeah, I feel like even with the devil, like, it's hard to dance with the devil in your back, I'm hearing, but, like, I also feel like you guys done it, like, it's almost like you could just put all that behind you, or you can even operate when this energy is coming at you, and that's why you're so powerful, and people are so threatened by you because they've turned you into a powerhouse. So, yeah, I love that message for you guys. There's certain people who feel like their situation with you is not over, or they still want to cause conflict with you, but you guys just know when to rest and when to just keep going. Like, you got it like that. And I feel like there's somebody here trying to have a comeback into your life, but I think a lot of you guys are going to say no to this because I think that at the time, their lack of being able to stand by you really hurt you. So, yeah, no, thank you. Unity with a spiritually minded community, divine help, trust the answers will come, trust the right people will come. Yeah, compare traditional methods with new ideas, see what's best for you. I feel like you guys are so good at taking, like, traditional things, whether it's religion, spirituality, your culture, and new things, and adapting them into, like, what is the energies you're meant to work with. So many people are still stuck in what other people are telling them to be, or how other people are living their life, that they can't rise up and be this type of person that you guys are. But that's why you're a wise counselor to a lot. Continue to do that. Even when you stand alone, you shine and help so many people. A lot of you guys already do work every single day that helps others. So just know that if God is calling you to shine alone or start something alone, that there's a reason for it, you know? And I do feel like the right people will always come. So again, if you guys are new here, give me a thumbs up, or even if you've been here a while, give me a thumbs up. And I want you guys to comment below. I do not fear anyone. God is on my side. Love that for you guys. And yeah, subscribe if you want to see more. And I will see you guys all next time. And again, you can follow me on Instagram, Queen Alice Love, for updates on everything I have going on. And I also want to say you guys can support me on Patreon, really to support my channel. And my lowest tier is only $1. Okay, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm also going to do an exclusive collective. So if you're interested in that, be sure to check out my Patreon. Okay, love you guys. Bye.